Hey everyone, this is Callie with Oil Studios, and today I'm going to be talking about how Disney's OTT is going to or may affect you. Now, for those who aren't familiar with OTT it just stands for over-the-top content, and that is anything in which you get audio or video through that of the internet. It's a standalone device that you access through the internet. So an example of that is Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Video. Those are the three of the bigger ones. Netflix being, I think, the most successful out of the three, but those are the three, I think, biggest ones right now. For a lot of people, cable's gotten very expensive, and the prices continue to seem to rise each year. So let's say like a lot of people upwards to $200 for say one box and internet, or like even more. So especially if you got a household, it can really get expensive. It's like a car note. So for a lot of people, what a lot of people have done, millennials, Generation X, Y, even the older people. I myself is they've pretty much kind of cut the cord and have utilized OTT. So what you would have is you would either you would stream either through your computer or from the apps on your smart TV or your Roku or Amazon Fire Stick or box, and you would activate and you would watch things from there. Now myself, I use PlayStation View as a way to watch most of my cable shows. They have there's also Sling TV and Direct Now on three. Those are three also big ways of watching cable now. I'll probably do a video on that on which is the better one for you, because everyone's different. For PlayStation, they don't have a deal with Viacom anymore, so that means that MTV, BET, and Comedy Central are no longer there. So some people are big fans of those, and that would be a deal breaker for them to go with that. Different ones, like I said, there's difference in prices and different things, but I'm going to do a video on that. But anyway, so Disney now is coming to the stage, and they're bringing their own OTT. So content. Now, they've already said that they're taking off all of the movies, the Marvel movies, not the TV shows such as Daredevil, and Luke Cage and Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Those are still there, right? For the time being, they're supposed to be talking with Netflix. And they're talking, so those possibly won't go away. But their movies, the Marvel movies and the Star War movies, they're going to be taking off of Netflix. So the problem that can happen, and it's not just Disney, is that you're going to have, if you could have a situation where there's a lot of companies coming out with their own OTTs, and that means that right now, if you get, say, if you're accessing, say, Netflix or Hulu, you're paying $11.99 a month or $7.99, I think $7.99, different things to stream, and that's doable. And then you already pay. You still have to pay the cable company or someone for internet. So for a decent stream, you want at least a decent stream is going to probably cost you about $50-$60 at least, for like probably the northern parts of the United States. So just for decent stream in the run through. So then you're going to have that, and then you have all these other OTTs that are all coming out, because Disney isn't the only one that's doing it. Warner Brothers is also coming out with theirs. They're releasing, they're going to be having the third season of Young Justice 3, yay, and Titans. They also have the Teen Titans live action, which they already have some of the cast members for that already signed. With the CBS All Access has already been out for some time now, and which allows you to watch current CBS programming and then other things on their catalog. And they're going to be releasing their new Star Trek live action series. let me see, the live action series. Yeah, Disney's going to already be releasing. What is it they're going to be releasing? I think Squirrel Girl series, and also a New Warrior series is going to be released on it. So that's that's going to be pretty interesting. And the problem isn't just them creating it. The problem, or these companies creating it. The problem is, how greedy will they get? Because for those who don't know, one of the reasons that cable is so expensive is because they're not just charging. Cable's pretty much the middleman. So what's happening is that the cable stations are charging them. The companies are charging them more, and cable stations are going to end up charging you more. So kind of the same thing that happened with Netflix. Remember when they raised up their prices and they said, hey, we had to raise them up because of, other people were asking them, the companies they were getting a license for, they had to pay them. So that caused them to have to increase their prices up. So that's kind of how it works. These are kind of media devices, so to speak, or the middleman, allowing you to access things. And they don't, for the most part, have their own content. Now, a lot of them are trying to get their own content. So what happens is when they get a raise up, they're going to raise you because everyone wants money and more money. So you're kind of stuck in that situation. So the problem that could happen, unfortunately, is that you'll pay $10 for this, $10 for this, $10 for this, $10 for this, and before you know it, you're paying $150 just for $10 apps alone. And then they won't stop there. If they can get enough people behind it, because those are publicly owned companies, which means they're always looking for a new way to generate profit. I could see eventually them having a second tier, like a first tier and a second tier. Like you pay $10 a month for certain things, and then $20 a month if you want to do other things. Now, for people who think I'm going overboard with what can happen, remember Netflix, it was one price for certain things. So if you were streaming, then the prices went up. You understand? Then it went to I think $11.99 for 4K. So it could end up being something like that. They could end up increasing stuff. I don't know if that's what will happen, but that's the worst of things that could happen. I think where you end up paying so much that you'll end up having to go back to cable, or just say, hey, I'm done with it. I'm just going to watch YouTube and watch videos or whatever. And not to mention, they're trying to find a way. A lot of these cable stations now are trying to find that give you internet, trying to find a way that they can charge you more money for how much you stream, so that they still can get a profit. So it's a rough situation, because if you're struggling to make money, even if you're making a decent salary, everyone's trying to get more money from you, and it can be frustrating. Now, how it could help on the good side is if Disney and these channels if they don't pull everything onto these apps, then they might just give you some good content, and if you want it, you would buy for what you want. Kind of like what a lot of people wanted cable to be, where you pay for the stations you want. You don't pay for the stations you don't want. So that would make things cheaper. That could possibly make things cheaper or better for you. So that's what could happen. I'm kind of thinking it would kind of go more towards the latter, if they can get away. The former, if they could get away with it, where they would just everything you're going to pay $10 a month for. I mean, you have a lot of them that are out there. If you like wrestling, WWE has theirs, which is I think $9.99 a month or something like that, and you also get the pay-per-views, which isn't bad, because if you think about it, if you get the pay-per-views, I mean, you're actually just getting content you normally would not get. They're not really taking anything away from you. You actually are saving a lot more money in the long run. So that actually works out well. But if they're doing things like that, I don't have a problem with it. But if they're taking away stuff that you already have and saying, hey, you have to pay even more, that's a problem. But let me know what you guys think. Give me your comments. Thanks for watching. Peace.